Act as if it were already yours. Modern Stoicism. Welcome to Stoic Secrets, where we unlock the timeless wisdom of Stoicism for the modern world. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly achieve success while others struggle to get ahead? The secret isn't about waiting for the perfect moment or hoping for luck. It's about acting as if it's already yours. That's right. Act as if success, confidence, or happiness is already part of your life. Sounds like a bold move, doesn't it? But here's the truth. When you walk through life believing that what you want is already yours, your mind aligns with that belief and sets the stage for you to reach your goals. In today's video, we'll dive into the wisdom the Stoics discovered centuries ago, revealing how acting with conviction can transform your life. It's not fate that limits you, it's how you face life's challenges. Stick around for the final lesson because it's one that will change the way you think forever. So, are you ready to stop waiting and start living as if your dreams are already in your hands? Let's jump in. But first, hear this story that will help you understand the power of this mindset. In a quiet valley surrounded by mountains lived Clara, a young dreamer who spent her days working at a bakery and her nights imagining what it would be like to have her own bookstore. Although she loved books, money and circumstances seemed to conspire to keep her dream out of reach. One day, Clara heard a phrase on the radio: "Act as if it's already yours." At first it sounded silly, but something in those words sparked a flame. She decided to try it. If she couldn't have a bookstore yet, at least she could act as if she did. Every morning before opening the bakery, Clara arranged a small corner in her home with the few books she owned. She labeled them, invented sections, and wrote reviews to place next to them. She invited her friends to visit and spoke enthusiastically about the new arrivals. Although some laughed at her enthusiasm, others began to ask for recommendations and even gifted her books for her imaginary bookstore. News spread through the valley, and soon Clara began hosting weekend literary gatherings in her small corner. What started as a game began to resemble a real bookstore. People came not only for the books, but for the warm and welcoming atmosphere Clara had created. One day, an elderly regular visitor who had become a friend surprised her with an unexpected offer. He had an old, unused space in the town center and wanted to give it to someone who could bring it back to life. "I don't have money to fix it up," Clara said honestly. But the elderly man smiled and replied, "You have something more valuable: vision and determination. I'm sure you'll find a way." Clara accepted the challenge. With the help of her neighbors, who donated time, materials, and labor, the old space transformed into the bookstore she had always dreamed of. Every corner of the place reflected Clara's passion for books and stories. When she finally opened its doors, it didn't just feel like she had achieved her dream. She realized she had been living it for months. From then on, Clara learned that sometimes, to achieve what we desire, we first have to act as if we already have it, not to deceive ourselves, but because by doing so, we begin to attract the opportunities and people necessary to turn our dreams into reality. The moral of this story is that change begins with our attitude. By acting as if we are already living our dreams, we plant the seeds that will eventually bear fruit. Because when you believe it, you create it. Before we start with the first lesson, if you find these videos useful, I encourage you to subscribe and activate notifications to stay informed about the latest updates. Let's begin. Lessons from the act as if mindset. Number 1, the power of thought. The philosophy of acting as if it were already yours embodies both ancient wisdom and modern Stoicism, anchored in the belief that thoughts shape reality. By thinking as though you've already achieved your goals, you activate the power of thought as a dynamic force, transforming challenges into opportunities and aligning your actions with success. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This mindset cultivates clarity and confidence, driving purposeful decisions and allowing you to embody the assurance of someone who has already succeeded. Thinking as if your dreams are already reality rewires the brain to focus on solutions and possibilities, not limitations. This principle is supported by neuroscience, where positive thinking aligns your mental framework with opportunity. Acting as if shifts your outlook from scarcity to abundance, helping you view setbacks as stepping stones rather than barriers. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters," highlighting how this approach transforms your reactions and ensures deliberate, intentional progress. This mindset reduces fear and self-doubt, enabling you to move with the confidence of inevitable success. In modern life, this could mean approaching a challenging career step as though you are already a leader, making bold decisions that reinforce your belief and inspire others. As Seneca noted, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. By acting as if, you prepare yourself to seize opportunities when they appear, ensuring your actions align with your goals and create self-fulfilling momentum. In today's fast-paced world, this Stoic-inspired approach provides a sense of control. While external factors may remain uncertain, modern Stoicism emphasizes focusing on what you can control, your thoughts and actions. For example, when pursuing a major life change, believing in your success motivates decisive steps and projects confidence, inspiring others to support you. Ralph Waldo Emerson captured this sentiment. Once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. While poetic, the truth lies in the synergy between belief and action. Mastering the act as if mindset is about more than motivation. It's about cultivating discipline, resilience, and gratitude. Every small action builds toward tangible success, turning abstract dreams into reality. This approach helps you see setbacks as lessons, not failures, aligning with Montaigne's insight. He who fears he will suffer already suffers because he fears. Fear becomes less of an obstacle when you embody the confidence of success already achieved. Incorporating this mindset into daily life requires persistence, but the rewards are transformative. By believing in your success, you attract the connections, resources, and opportunities to realize it. Belief drives action, action creates results, and results strengthen belief in a self-reinforcing cycle. This is the core of modern Stoicism, timeless wisdom applied to today's challenges with clarity and courage. Acting as if means committing to your best self and living with intention, embodying Stoic principles of reason and virtue to create a life of choice rather than chance. Number 2, change your attitude. Change your attitude and you'll change your life. This timeless truth, grounded in Stoic philosophy, reveals how much power you have over your reality. Your attitude acts like a lens, shaping how you interpret experiences, face challenges, and make decisions. A positive attitude isn't about ignoring struggles, but about how you respond to them. The Stoics taught that while you can't control external events, you have absolute control over your inner world, your thoughts, emotions, and choices. By embracing acceptance and resilience, you transform even the hardest moments into opportunities to grow stronger. This is what it means to act as if it were already yours, aligning your mindset and actions with the life you want to create, even before it materializes. It's not just optimism, It's a Stoic secret to unlocking a mindset that attracts success. Imagine Emily, a young entrepreneur, tirelessly pitching her business idea only to face repeated rejection. Each no could have crushed her confidence, but instead, she leaned on the Stoic lesson of focusing on what she could control. Emily shifted her frustration into curiosity, using feedback to refine her approach. With persistence and a belief that success was already within reach, she began to exude confidence and clarity. Investors noticed her determination, admired her resilience, and eventually supported her vision. Her success wasn't about luck, but her ability to shift her attitude and act with the conviction that she was already capable of achieving her goals. This mindset isn't about pretending everything is fine. It's about preparing yourself mentally and emotionally for challenges. A positive attitude signals readiness to handle adversity and inspires others to support you. Think of those you admire. Are they the ones who quit at the first obstacle, or those who persevere and adapt? A resilient mindset not only helps you grow personally, but also attracts opportunities and motivates others. When you embody optimism and persistence, success becomes a natural byproduct of your outlook. Changing your attitude requires effort and discipline, much like training a muscle. It starts with self-awareness. Ask yourself, how do I respond to setbacks? Do I complain, blame others, or shut down? Or do I pause, reflect, and choose to move forward constructively? By identifying your default reactions, you can begin to shift them. Start small. Respond to minor frustrations, like traffic or criticism, with grace instead of negativity. Over time, this practice builds into a habit, and solutions replace complaints as your go-to response. Your attitude doesn't just shape your life, it influences those around you. Confidence, optimism, and resilience are contagious, inspiring others to rise above their challenges too. You become a source of strength and leadership, someone people admire and trust. Imagine how empowering it is to uplift others simply through your mindset. This is yet another Stoic secret. True strength comes not from avoiding hardship, but from handling it with courage and inspiring others along the way. How will you face your challenges? Will you let them define you, or will you see them as stepping stones toward growth and success? By changing your attitude, you reclaim control over your story. Instead of waiting for circumstances to change, you create the conditions for success within yourself. Acting as if your goals are already attainable aligns your mindset, actions, and energy with the outcomes you want. It's not magic, it's the focused power of a determined mind combined with hard work and persistence. The takeaway is clear. Your attitude is your most powerful tool. With it, you can weather storms, inspire others, and achieve your dreams. The world doesn't define your attitude, you do. Choose to take charge, and you'll discover how much is possible. Are you ready to embrace this Stoic secret and act as though the life you want is already yours? Number 3. The secret of confidence. Confidence, often mistaken as a gift reserved for the lucky, is actually a skill anyone can develop through intentional effort and mindset shifts. Modern Stoicism, deeply inspired by ancient teachings, emphasizes the transformative power of acting as if it were already yours. By embodying the confidence you aspire to have, you begin to reshape your inner beliefs and outward behavior. Marcus Aurelius aptly stated, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Taking bold action, even in the face of fear, initiates a process of growth that aligns your actions and self-perception. Confidence isn't something to wait for, it's something you actively create. Building confidence starts with viewing it as a skill rather than an inherent trait, much like a muscle that strengthens with use. By stepping out of your comfort zone, you confront discomfort and lay the groundwork for lasting confidence. Each courageous step, whether speaking in public or tackling new challenges, rewires your mindset and solidifies your ability to face the unknown. As Epictetus taught, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Through consistent action, confidence evolves from a temporary state to a permanent part of who you are. True confidence isn't the absence of doubt, but the choice to act despite it. This aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control, your actions and mindset, while letting go of what you cannot. In today's fast-paced world, where uncertainty is constant, showing up with confidence not only helps you adapt, but also projects stability. Others are naturally drawn to those who exude assurance, trusting them to navigate life's complexities with ease. As Seneca wisely noted, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Every challenge you face is an opportunity to refine your confidence. Confidence also has a ripple effect. Just as doubt can spread negativity, confidence inspires trust and respect. Acting confidently doesn't mean faking perfection or being arrogant. Instead, it's about having faith in your abilities and a willingness to grow. Modern Stoicism teaches us to accept imperfection as part of life while remaining grounded in our values. Confidence isn't flawless execution, it's steady progress marked by resilience and adaptability. The key is to act before you feel ready. Waiting for perfect conditions often leads to inaction, but starting now builds momentum. The Stoics remind us that life's unpredictability is no excuse to hesitate. Small victories, whether completing a task, conquering a fear, or gaining recognition, lay the foundation for greater achievements. Each success strengthens your belief in yourself, creating a cycle of empowerment that inspires both you and those around you. This collective encouragement reinforces the shared strength of the human experience. Practically, acting as if it were already yours involves adopting habits that reflect the confidence you aim to embody. Speak clearly, maintain eye contact, and make decisions with conviction, even if doubts linger. These small acts send powerful signals to your brain, reshaping how you see yourself. Over time, your external actions align with an inner sense of self-assurance. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Confidence isn't about pretending to be someone else, but about embracing and actualizing your untapped potential. In a world that often confuses confidence with arrogance, it's essential to balance self-trust with humility. Confidence isn't about dominating others, but standing firm in your abilities while encouraging others to find their strength. Modern Stoicism teaches us that cultivating confidence with integrity allows us to face life's challenges with clarity and resilience. By building confidence through intentional action and self-awareness, you create a guiding force that shapes your future and empowers you to inspire others along the way. Number 4, the magic of action. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality, the transformative force that turns abstract thoughts into tangible outcomes. Modern Stoicism teaches us that while contemplation and planning are valuable, they must ultimately give way to decisive action. As Seneca reminds us, it is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. This wisdom reveals a critical truth. Waiting for the perfect moment to act is an illusion. The perfect moment is not an external circumstance. It is a mindset cultivated by taking the first step, no matter how small or uncertain. The essence of progress lies in doing, not in waiting for readiness or inspiration to strike. Taking consistent action, even when you feel unprepared, builds momentum, a force that grows with every step forward. Imagine a snowball rolling down a hill, gathering size and speed. This is the nature of momentum. Each action fuels the next, strengthening your confidence and sharpening your skills. It's not about achieving perfection with every move, but about learning and evolving through the process. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Every challenge or misstep encountered along the path becomes an opportunity to grow stronger, to recalibrate, and to continue moving forward. Action is both the starting point and the vehicle for progress, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Clarity, too, is a byproduct of action. Many people hesitate to start because they lack a detailed plan or feel unsure of the exact path ahead. But clarity is often revealed through the act of doing. Starting small provides the feedback necessary to refine your approach, uncover new opportunities, and build a deeper understanding of what works. Without action, uncertainty festers, breeding doubt and procrastination. By acting even imperfectly, you create the conditions for learning and discovery. The Stoics would argue that it is better to fail while advancing than to stagnate in fear of imperfection. This principle applies universally, from personal ambitions to professional goals, making action the foundation of all success. Inaction, by contrast, feeds inertia, leaving you trapped in a cycle of overthinking and hesitation. The more you delay, the heavier the burden of starting becomes, like trying to push a boulder uphill. But once you break that cycle and act, the weight begins to lift, and what seemed impossible becomes manageable. As Epictetus reminds us, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This philosophy speaks to the modern Stoic. Envision your goal, but anchor it in action. Even a single step forward carries more power than 1,000 perfect intentions left unrealized. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to fall into the trap of endless preparation or the lure of waiting for ideal conditions. But the wisdom of modern Stoicism shows us that success is not about perfect timing. It's about consistency and perseverance. A writer becomes an author by writing one sentence, one page, one chapter at a time, not by waiting for the ideal moment. An entrepreneur builds a business by making one decision, one sale, one innovation at a time, not by overthinking the risks indefinitely. Whatever your goal, the key is to act with purpose and let each action build upon the last until the results begin to take shape. Remember that action is a habit, one that requires practice and discipline to maintain. Start small, but start today. Whether it's writing that first paragraph, taking the first walk toward better health, or initiating a difficult but necessary conversation, the smallest step forward is infinitely more powerful than the grandest intention left undone. Action transforms your dreams into reality, your ideas into achievements, and your doubts into confidence. As the Stoics teach, the path to a better life is forged through consistent effort, guided by reason and rooted in purpose. And in the magic of action, you will find not only success, but the courage to embrace the journey itself. Number 5. Align thoughts and actions. Aligning your thoughts and actions is one of the most transformative practices you can adopt, as it ensures your energy is fully directed toward the life you want to create. Think of your thoughts as the foundation of every decision and action you take. When your mindset is clear, confident, and focused on your goals, your actions naturally reflect those beliefs, propelling you forward with purpose. On the other hand, doubts and fears manifest in hesitation, missteps, or even inaction, creating a cycle of frustration. The Stoics understood the importance of congruence between what you think and what you do. This is one of their timeless Stoic secrets. They believed that harmony within yourself leads to clarity and confidence in how you engage with the world. The process begins by recognizing any limiting beliefs you carry. Are you telling yourself you're not ready, not skilled enough, or undeserving of success? Challenge those thoughts. Replace them with empowering beliefs that align with your aspirations, such as, I am capable of learning and growing, or I have everything I need to take the next step. Once your thoughts shift, your actions will follow. Take the story of James, a mid-career professional who felt stuck. He wanted to switch careers but hesitated, consumed by thoughts of failure and fear of judgment. One day, after hearing a podcast about aligning beliefs with action, James took a step back to examine his internal narrative. He realized that his fear wasn't rooted in reality, but in assumptions. He reframed his thoughts, focusing on his strengths and the possibilities ahead. With this new mindset, he started taking small but intentional actions, updating his resume, networking with people in his desired field, and pursuing relevant skills. As he aligned his thoughts with these purposeful steps, his confidence grew and opportunities began to emerge. Within a year, James had successfully transitioned into a role he loved, proving that his greatest limitation had been his misaligned mindset. When your thoughts and actions are aligned, everything flows more smoothly. You'll no longer wrestle with indecision or second-guess every move. Instead, you'll feel a sense of clarity and direction, as though the pieces of your life are finally working together. This alignment simplifies decision-making because your goals become the compass guiding your actions. It also eliminates the inner conflict that arises when your actions contradict your values or beliefs. For example, if you truly believe in your ability to succeed, your actions will reflect that belief through effort, consistency, and resilience. Conversely, if your actions don't match your thoughts, you'll feel disconnected and frustrated. Think about your own life. Are there areas where your actions are out of sync with what you want or believe? What would happen if you started making even small adjustments to align them? This alignment between your internal beliefs and external actions is also the key to fulfillment. It's not just about achieving goals, but about knowing that every step you take reflects the person you aspire to be. As your mindset and actions sync up, you'll notice a growing sense of satisfaction because you're living authentically, in harmony with your values. The more you practice this, the more momentum you'll build, as each aligned action strengthens your belief in yourself. The Stoics would say that this alignment is the foundation of a good life, one where your efforts feel meaningful, your decisions are intentional, and your progress is steady. The lesson here is simple but profound. Align your thoughts with your actions, and you'll unlock your true potential. Start by asking yourself, what do I believe about my abilities, and do my actions reflect those beliefs? If not, what can I change today to bring them into alignment? This practice isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. As you align your thoughts and actions, you'll discover that success and fulfillment are not distant dreams, but natural outcomes of living with clarity and purpose. So, are you ready to take this Stoic secret and make it a guiding principle in your life? The choice, as always, is yours. Practical strategies for implementation. Number 1. Visualize goals clearly. Visualization is a cornerstone of modern Stoicism, offering a bridge between abstract desires and tangible outcomes by sharpening focus and directing energy toward meaningful goals. When you visualize your objectives clearly, you craft a vivid mental image of the life you aspire to achieve. This isn't mere wishful thinking. It's about creating a cognitive framework that guides your actions. By doing so, you give your mind a clear target to work toward, enabling you to notice opportunities, make informed decisions, and take deliberate steps toward your aspirations. This practice fosters a profound belief that success is not just a possibility, but an inevitability already within your grasp, inspiring confidence and consistency in your efforts. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Visualization channels this inner power, transforming abstract hopes into actionable conviction. The true value of visualization lies in its ability to evoke the emotions associated with success, such as pride, joy, and excitement, which further fuel your motivation. When you can genuinely feel what it's like to have achieved your goal, you reinforce your determination and resilience to navigate obstacles along the way. Visualization is not about passivity or indulging in idle fantasies. Rather, it is an active mental rehearsal of success, aligning your thoughts and behaviors with the outcome you desire. By repeatedly practicing this mental exercise, you train your mind to see success as a foregone conclusion, naturally adjusting your actions to bring it into reality. Seneca wisely observed, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." Visualization is that preparation, helping you not only see the path forward, but take the steps necessary to walk it. To make this practice effective, it's crucial to break large goals into smaller, manageable steps, making the journey less intimidating and more actionable. Modern life, with its fast pace and distractions, often pulls us in multiple directions, making clarity of purpose even more critical. Begin with a clear, detailed vision of your ultimate goal, then reverse engineer the steps required to achieve it. Think of each step as a puzzle piece that, when assembled, reveals the full picture of your ambition. Consistency is essential. Visualization isn't a one-time act, but a habitual practice of reinforcing your belief in the outcome. By aligning your visualizations with deliberate daily actions, you create a powerful synergy between your thoughts and deeds. As Epictetus reminds us, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. In today's world, where uncertainty often clouds our vision, visualization offers a powerful antidote. It brings clarity, purpose, and optimism to your pursuits, enabling you to move with intention and focus. Remember that success isn't an event, but a process, a series of deliberate choices guided by a clear vision. By visualizing your goals as though they are already yours, you engage both your conscious and subconscious mind, paving the way for opportunities to manifest. When you pair this mindset with Stoic resilience, the understanding that external circumstances are not the measure of your success, you become unshakable in your pursuit. Modern Stoicism emphasizes taking control of what lies within your power, and visualization is one such tool, seamlessly integrating ancient wisdom with contemporary application. As you adopt this practice, think of it as a way to cultivate an unwavering sense of purpose amidst the chaos of modern life. Picture the person you want to become and the life you wish to lead, and let this vision shape your present. Remember, the future isn't something that happens to you, it's something you create. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Let visualization guide you in becoming that person, starting today. By integrating this practice with consistency and action, you transform your dreams into reality, proving that what is envisioned with clarity and pursued with determination is already within your grasp. This is the essence of modern Stoicism, aligning thought, action, and purpose to live a life of fulfillment and strength. Number 2, take small steps. Success is not a sudden leap, but a gradual climb built upon the foundation of small, consistent actions. While the idea of taking small steps may seem modest, it is the unyielding discipline to maintain these steps that leads to meaningful progress. As Epictetus wisely advised, no great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen. This truth reflects the essence of modern Stoicism. Small, deliberate efforts, when practiced daily, compound into extraordinary achievements over time. The first step toward any significant goal can often feel like the most intimidating. Many find themselves paralyzed by the sheer magnitude of their dreams, procrastinating under the weight of uncertainty and fear. However, by breaking down these larger aspirations into manageable tasks, the seemingly impossible becomes tangible and attainable. Taking small steps is not just about practicality, it's a strategy that sustains momentum and nurtures confidence. Each action, no matter how minor, reinforces your belief in your ability to progress. Like a stone rolling downhill, momentum grows with every completed task, propelling you forward with greater ease. This process also guards against burnout and frustration, which often arise when people try to achieve too much too quickly. As you focus on incremental progress, you protect your energy and foster a sense of accomplishment, even during challenging times. Modern Stoicism encourages us to prioritize persistence over perfection, reminding us that the journey matters as much as the destination. By committing to small steps, you shift your focus from overwhelming outcomes to attainable actions, creating a powerful sense of control over your path. Small actions, while humble, are the building blocks of any grand vision. Each one represents a piece of the larger puzzle, gradually bringing clarity and structure to what once seemed abstract. Importantly, you don't need to wait for ideal conditions to begin. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This means starting where you are, with what you have, is the most powerful choice you can make. Each small step signals your commitment to your goals and sends a message to yourself. You are capable, determined, and willing to act. Over time, this consistent effort cultivates a habit of persistence, and that habit becomes the foundation of long-term success. In modern life, the wisdom of small steps resonates deeply. Whether you're striving to improve your health, develop a new skill, or build a business, breaking down your aspirations into actionable tasks ensures steady progress without feeling overwhelmed. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, begin with just one paragraph a day. If you aim to improve your fitness, commit to a short daily walk. These small actions might seem insignificant in isolation, but their cumulative effect is transformative. Modern Stoicism reminds us that success is not about grand gestures, it's about consistent effort over time. By focusing on the step directly in front of you, rather than the entire staircase, you make progress less daunting and more sustainable. Each small action builds not only your future, but also your confidence and self-discipline. You begin to see that your big goals are within reach, not because they have become smaller, but because you have grown stronger. These steps, while modest in the moment, form a sustainable path to success. They are the quiet, unglamorous acts of persistence that shape your character and bring your dreams to life. Remember, the journey to achieving your aspirations is not about waiting for perfection or inspiration. It's about taking that first step, then another and another. In the end, those small steps will lead you to extraordinary destinations. Number 3, practice gratitude. Practicing gratitude is one of the most powerful Stoic secrets for transforming your perspective on life and aligning your actions with purpose. Gratitude isn't just a fleeting acknowledgement of the good in your life, it's a deliberate practice of recognizing abundance, progress, and potential, no matter your circumstances. When you consciously choose to appreciate what you already have, you cultivate an abundant mindset that shifts your focus from scarcity and lack to the richness that surrounds you. This mindset is not just about seeing the glass as half full, it's about realizing that you already have everything you need to move forward. Gratitude reinforces your sense of self-worth and strengthens your resolve to keep striving toward your goals, even when challenges loom large. It's not merely a feel-good exercise, it's a discipline that keeps you grounded, patient, and persistent on your journey toward success. Imagine this. A young entrepreneur, Mia, starts her business with nothing but a vision and a few borrowed resources. Each day brings its share of struggles, rejections, mistakes, and unexpected expenses. Yet, every night before she sleeps, Mia writes down 3 things she's grateful for: the lessons she learned from rejection, the people who support her, and the fact that she gets another chance tomorrow. Over time, this habit doesn't just make her more positive, it sharpens her resilience. Instead of drowning in stress, she focuses on progress. Small wins, like her first customer or a kind email from a mentor, fuel her drive to keep going. Eventually, her business grows, not because everything became easy, but because her gratitude kept her strong enough to weather the storms. Mia's story mirrors what we can all embrace. Gratitude is a compass that points you toward what truly matters, and a shield against the frustrations of daily life. How often do you pause to reflect on what you already have, instead of obsessing over what's missing? Stoics like Marcus Aurelius remind us to find joy in the present and be content with what life offers, even as we work to improve ourselves and the world around us. By regularly practicing gratitude, you train your mind to focus on life's positives, and this optimism attracts more opportunities, growth, and connection. Gratitude also transforms how you handle setbacks. When things go wrong, gratitude reframes the situation. Did you fail? Gratitude reminds you of the lessons in that failure. Are you feeling stuck? Gratitude shifts your attention to the resources and support already within reach. This doesn't mean ignoring difficulties, but rather viewing them through a lens of resilience and learning. Each moment of thankfulness fuels your patience, encouraging you to embrace the idea that success isn't a single event. It's a lifelong journey. Beyond personal growth, gratitude has a ripple effect on your relationships. By expressing thanks to others, be it for their time, their kindness, or their encouragement, you strengthen those bonds and foster an environment of mutual support. People thrive when they feel appreciated, and gratitude helps build the kind of connections that lift everyone involved. Isn't that what we all strive for? A community that grows together. When was the last time you genuinely thanked someone for their role in your journey? What if you made that a daily practice? The practice of gratitude is simple but profoundly impactful. It's as easy as taking a moment each day to reflect on what went well, no matter how small. Perhaps it's the warmth of the sun on your face, the kindness of a stranger, or the fact that you overcame a challenge you once thought impossible. Write it down, say it out loud, or share it with someone close to you. The act of articulating gratitude cements it in your mind, making it a habit that can transform not only your outlook, but your reality. The lesson here is clear. Practicing gratitude is not just about appreciating life, it's about empowering yourself to live it fully. It helps you stay grounded in the present while giving you the strength to face the future with clarity and confidence. Gratitude is one of the Stoic secrets to living a life of purpose and resilience. By embracing it, you not only elevate your mindset, but also inspire those around you to do the same. So, take a moment today and ask yourself, what are you grateful for? How will you let that gratitude guide your actions tomorrow? Let gratitude be the foundation upon which you build the life you dream of, one step at a time. Number 4. Build consistency. In the pursuit of success, one fundamental principle remains unshaken across time and circumstance: consistency. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that great achievements happen with bursts of inspiration or sheer talent, but the truth is, the road to lasting success is paved with small, consistent actions. While natural talent or an initial burst of motivation may kickstart your journey, it's consistency that propels you forward when the novelty fades and the challenges mount. True success, whether it's in fitness, business, or learning a new skill, doesn't come from sporadic bursts of effort. It arises from the daily, disciplined commitment to keep moving forward. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out, as Robert Collier wisely put it. When you make consistency your foundation, even on days when motivation is low, you ensure that your progress doesn't stagnate. This principle applies equally whether you're working toward a personal fitness goal, building a new business, or honing a skill you've always wanted to master. The difference between those who succeed and those who fall short lies in their ability to show up regularly and put in the work, regardless of external circumstances or temporary setbacks. In fact, consistency has the power to forge trust within yourself. Each time you follow through on a small commitment, you reinforce your belief in your own ability to tackle larger, more ambitious goals. This self-trust builds a quiet strength that serves as a wellspring of motivation when the inevitable obstacles appear. A consistent routine is also instrumental in this process, as it creates a reliable framework within which your goals can thrive. Modern Stoicism, with its emphasis on discipline and perseverance, teaches us that by focusing on the process, we detach ourselves from the fleeting nature of success or failure. The journey becomes the goal, and in that way, consistency becomes less about the end result and more about the act of showing up each day, no matter how small the task at hand may seem. One need not be perfect. Indeed, perfection is an illusion. But through the act of consistently doing your best, you begin to see the cumulative results of your efforts over time. The small daily steps you take today will compound, and over time, you will look back and see how far you've come. The key to maintaining this consistency lies in creating systems that make it easier to stay on track. Developing routines, setting reminders, and tracking your progress are all practical strategies that reduce the mental burden of decision-making, making the process automatic. Just as a river carves a path through rock over time, your consistent actions will slowly but surely create the life and success you desire. Moreover, consistency builds resilience. The road to success is rarely a straight line, and there will always be moments of doubt, difficulty, and even failure. But the person who maintains their commitment, who continues to show up despite these challenges, is the one who ultimately succeeds. In our modern world, distractions are abundant, and the temptation to abandon long-term goals for short-term gratification is ever present. However, if you can establish a consistent rhythm in your life, you'll find that these fleeting distractions lose their grip on you. Stoic philosophy, which has seen a resurgence in modern times, encourages this commitment to consistency. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, famously said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This quote reminds us that obstacles are not something to fear or avoid. They are an integral part of the process. By remaining consistent, even in the face of adversity, We turn these challenges into opportunities for growth. Consistency is not about avoiding difficulty, but about facing it with the resolve to keep going, no matter what. And this, in essence, is the power of modern Stoicism applied to our daily lives. It teaches us that we are in control of our actions, regardless of external conditions. We may not always control the circumstances, but we control how we respond, and consistency in our response is the key to moving forward, no matter what. Whether you're building a new habit, working toward a specific goal, or simply trying to improve your life, consistency is the glue that holds it all together. As with any worthwhile endeavor, the journey towards success can be long and challenging, but by embracing the power of consistent effort, you will steadily progress. Remember that the key to any transformation lies not in dramatic moments of change, but in the quiet, repeated actions we take every day. When you embrace consistency, you embrace the art of steady progress, and you'll be amazed at what you can achieve over time. Number 5. Embrace challenges. Challenges are an inescapable part of any meaningful pursuit, and in the realm of personal growth, they are neither obstacles nor setbacks, but essential building blocks. In fact, challenges present some of the most valuable opportunities for development, offering lessons that not only push us forward, but deepen our capacity to adapt and persevere. The way you respond to difficulties can define your path. Where others may see a roadblock, someone with the right mindset views it as a stepping stone toward greater strength. Embracing challenges, rather than avoiding them, enables you to grow in ways you might not have anticipated, making you more resilient and better prepared for the future. Marcus Aurelius, a foundational figure in modern Stoicism, put it succinctly when he said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the challenges that appear before you are not hindrances, but vital tests that refine your skills and fortify your resolve. This shift in perspective is not merely philosophical, it's a practical tool for navigating life. When you learn to view each challenge as an opportunity for growth, you stop focusing on the difficulty of the moment and instead embrace the progress it offers. Each difficulty you face head-on, no matter how large or small, builds mental toughness and strengthens your confidence. In our fast-paced modern world, it is easy to fall into the trap of seeing setbacks as signs to quit or change direction. However, when you embrace challenges, you begin to understand that no path to success is linear, and every struggle encountered along the way is integral to achieving long-term goals. Think of the process as a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. Each strike, though seemingly imperfect or frustrating in the moment, brings you closer to the finished masterpiece. This perspective, one that sees obstacles as necessary parts of the journey, helps you develop the endurance to continue moving forward even when the end goal seems distant. Modern Stoicism teaches us that we have control over our responses, not the events themselves. The setbacks we face are not defined by their nature, but by how we react to them. Embracing challenges doesn't mean pretending everything is easy. It means developing the mindset to tackle each challenge as a natural part of the journey toward success. Each challenge you overcome adds a new layer of confidence, creating a positive feedback loop that propels you further toward your objectives. The more you push through adversity, the more resilient you become. This sense of accomplishment is powerful. It's a reminder that you are capable of much more than you initially believed. Not only does overcoming challenges strengthen your resolve, but it also helps you recognize the tools and resources you possess to tackle even more difficult problems in the future. The more you experience and conquer challenges, the more adept you become at anticipating and dealing with them, This is the essence of growth, developing the skills and mental toughness needed to confront future obstacles with greater ease and confidence. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is a crucial realization because it highlights that the power lies within us to choose how to engage with challenges. When you develop this mindset, the challenges of today will serve as the foundation for the successes of tomorrow. Furthermore, facing challenges not only builds resilience, but it also nurtures a deep sense of purpose. Each difficulty conquered instills a sense of pride in your progress and provides a natural fuel for continued effort. This sense of accomplishment can ignite further motivation, encouraging you to tackle even bigger goals with greater determination. In the modern world, where distractions and the lure of instant gratification are constant, embracing challenges serves as a reminder of the long-term value of persistence. In the workplace, for example, challenges like navigating difficult projects or managing competing priorities are often the crucible in which leadership and problem-solving abilities are forged. Similarly, in personal development, overcoming challenges such as changing unhealthy habits or learning a new skill builds the foundation for deeper self-mastery. It's in these moments of discomfort that true growth occurs, and it's in overcoming adversity that we unlock our full potential. Modern Stoicism teaches that discomfort is not something to avoid, but something to embrace as a key part of achieving anything meaningful. When you embrace challenges, you gain more than just the ability to succeed in specific tasks. You cultivate an unshakable belief in your ability to overcome any difficulty. This belief is crucial because it becomes the bedrock of your persistence. When faced with an obstacle, instead of retreating or quitting, you learn to take it in stride, trusting in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. This doesn't mean you will always succeed on the first attempt, or that challenges won't sometimes leave you feeling defeated, but it does mean that you will always move forward, using each setback as a lesson that makes you more capable, more prepared, and ultimately more successful. The more you embrace challenges, the more you transform them from hindrances into opportunities for growth, turning the pursuit of your goals into an ongoing process of self-improvement and achievement. With every challenge you face, your path becomes clearer, your resilience stronger, and your vision sharper, making you increasingly equipped for success. So, as you go forward, embrace the challenges that come your way, knowing that each one is an essential part of the journey, and the growth it fosters will serve you in ways you may not yet fully understand. Number 6. Cultivate supportive habits. To build lasting success, one of the most powerful things you can do is cultivate habits that support your long-term goals. These habits are the quiet forces that guide you each day, keeping you on track even when the journey gets tough. Imagine incorporating small positive actions like daily exercise, reading, journaling, or mindfulness into your life. Over time, these habits will not only improve your well-being, but will drive progress toward your goals. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Small, consistent actions can lead to significant change. Success doesn't come from grand efforts, but from the daily choices that align with your greater vision. These habits build momentum, becoming ingrained in your routine, so that even when life challenges you, you remain focused. Think of it like planting seeds. Each positive habit is a seed that grows into something larger. Over time, these habits shape your mindset, helping you see your goals as part of your everyday life. Consistency is the foundation of these habits. When you show up day after day and repeat the actions that bring you closer to your goal, they become automatic. These habits take the mental load off your shoulders, making actions like exercise, reading, or meditating as natural as brushing your teeth. This reduces decision fatigue, allowing you to focus on more important tasks. Have you ever noticed how quickly a positive routine becomes second nature? Once established, these habits continue pushing you toward your goals. The Stoic secret here is to focus on small, positive habits that align with your larger vision, making progress feel like a series of small victories. Consider this. What supporting habits can help you move closer to your vision? It could be something as simple as spending 10 minutes each morning reflecting or journaling about your goals. These small, consistent actions will become your safety net during turbulent times, keeping you grounded. You may not see immediate results, but over time, the impact will become undeniable. Habits don't just improve productivity, they shape your character. By consistently practicing supportive habits, you'll naturally become more focused, disciplined, and motivated. Each day's action builds on the last, making it easier to stay on track and move toward your destination. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Look at successful people. They didn't get there with one big action, but through small, consistent efforts. Take Serena Williams, for example. She didn't become one of the greatest tennis players by having occasional bursts of effort. Her success came from a daily commitment to training, nutrition, mindset, and rest. It's the same in every area of life. By focusing on small, supportive actions, you create momentum, and with it, confidence in your ability to succeed. In today's world, distractions are everywhere, making it easy to lose focus. But when you cultivate supportive habits, you create a solid foundation that keeps you grounded. These habits act as your anchors, ensuring you stay focused on what matters most. So, where do you start? Start with a small habit that supports your goals, whether it's reading for 10 minutes, exercising for 20 minutes, or practicing gratitude. The key is to start small, stay consistent, and build from there. Over time, your success will reflect the cumulative effect of these habits. The power of supportive habits is that they create a self-reinforcing cycle. As you continue practicing small, positive actions, they shape your identity. You begin to see yourself as someone who constantly moves toward your goals, and that belief becomes one of your greatest assets. Focusing on these daily actions will help you stay motivated, disciplined, and clear, ensuring that success is not a one-time achievement, but a continuous journey. Remember, the quality of your life is determined by the small, consistent actions you take every day. So, what small, supportive habit can you start today to move closer to the person you want to become? To wrap things up, remember that thinking and acting as if you've already achieved your goal is not just wishful thinking. It's a powerful mindset shift that can transform your life. By changing the way you think, feel, and act today, you're laying the foundation for the success you desire, no matter the current circumstances. As the Stoic philosophy reminds us, when you believe it, you create it. And as Gandhi wisely said, act now because the future won't wait. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Stoic Secrets. Make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss our upcoming videos on how to live a life of purpose and success. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.